is.
Yeah, pizza is easy to
Like a
make
fun
yourself. Yeah.
Like sauce. Like just
See.
tomato sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be the like I'd probably make more pizzas if we hadn't discovered that there is one brand of oven instant oven pizza here that actually tastes as good as if you make it yourself. Not as good as like a restaurant.
I have had homemade pizza disasters before, which is why I'm hesitant. And I'm definitely sure I've told a bit the story on stream before, so I won't do it now. What I will ask now is, what are you doing, party? What's going
That's a good
on?
fucking question.
It's like still morning, really. It's probably like 10:30, 11.
We're gonna go hunt ogres, I guess. And we're not bringing the knoll, I believe.
Yes.
Was discussed.
Yes, so I'm going to ask Nyx if he will kindly hang out with Grok and start the process of teaching him common.
Yeah, Nyx will try that. It'll take a long time, but he can start.
Yeah. We understand it's a process, but with the right teacher, and an excellent teacher Nyx is, I'm sure it will go smoothly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you want to go off and hunt some ogres?
Investigate what's happening with him, and then go and hunt ogres, yes.
What was that first part?
Investigate what's going on with ogres and
Oh,
merchants.
yes! So you want to go just ask around people, figure out what the complaints is?
Yes, because we're not just going to go kill ogres as much as Eleanor wants to.
Why don't one of you give me a persuasion check with advantage? Going around asking the merchant folk and the hunters and things like that. The ogres... So ogres around here, they sort of do their own thing. They might kill the occasional hunter who goes too far out of the territory, and there's definitely not no peace or anything like that. But they stay far enough away. They stay well enough away. Ogres are usually quite solitary, but it seems that they've been banding together. They're not in their usual spot. The guy will describe like this hunter you're talking to is that usually ogres are solitary creatures, but they meet up around like meeting stones. They still have some degree of social contact. Like if there is anything to discuss, like a good hunting or trade, they'll meet there. He says when he went there, he saw a ghost, like an ogre ghost. But other than that, the ogres have been attacking people. But there's not many people who go back and forth from this towards that sort of area. But
It's going to look over to Eleanor. It's never just simple, is it? It's always
No.
thing plus entity that we don't really know anything about, and then combine the two to make something we know absolutely nothing about.
That's true.
Very frustrating. Why can these things never just be straightforward? Why can't it just
Never
be that
just ogres.
there's just an ogre who's pissed off, and we need to go talk reason into him or chop off his head? Why is it never that simple?
I don't know.
I mean, it might not have been a
It's
ghost.
never easy.
It's true. It might not have been a ghost.
Now it would be our luck. It's probably a ghost.
It's probably a ghost.
It's probably a ghost. It looked
We
like
fought a lot of
ghost.
different ghosts. We fought elvish ghosts. We fought like normal ghosts. We
We
fought.
fought a banshee. That was.
I'm just gonna
the
start
Elvish
like throwing up illusions of them, like showing him.
Yeah. It's been a long journey back to Palamaro.
I will inform Barut and Varric that I was given information that they didn't seem concerned about the ogres, and they seemed a little bit surprised that these ones were attacking.
Well, then conversation might be the right way.
So why don't we go to one of these meeting stones and see if we can talk to some of the ogres who are attacking people?
Sure.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, the hunter will happily tell you where he went to.
Yeah. Excellent. Why not? This seems almost as good an idea as freeing 3 prisoners that we know very little about.
Okay.
Jury's still out on that one. We'll have to wait and see.
Tobias is being drunk. So who wants to give me a survival roll for your little excursion?
I will.
Tobias is watching the rooms, making sure that nobody...
Mm-hmm.
goes in and gets eaten by the
Sure.
and devil.
Watching the room.
Watching
He's
the
also-
room.
Unconscious a lot of the time, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
He's still healing.
He had a week of losing fights. I'm sure that left a mark.
So is it survival normal? Normal survival roll?
Advantage, you have the whole team helping you.
Cool.
Really in this kind of one.
Well, about right.
Now, luckily, you have a
hunter who knows what he's doing. Telling us where
told
we're
you
going.
where to go exactly.
Yeah.
So you can follow the routes as you leave Palamaro. The areas beyond it are this kind of slightly boggy grassland that's not entirely pleasant to walk through. Of course, you're all travelers who've done these kind of things before, but it is, it's wet. Your boots get stuck in the mud as you march through. Without a hunter like Tobias to lead the way, it's slow travel, but luckily you don't need to go very far. The areas, you're not going towards the mountains, you're going more towards the hill. You're going towards the mountains, you're not going towards the forest. You're more going towards hills and hill lands. It takes you a little bit of while of tracking, seeing nothing really remarkable. When you see this meeting stone, it's at the bottom of a dip where kind of like a couple of hills kind of make this dip in the ground. There is a large stone, bigger than an ogre, that's mossy on the top. And around it, it's clearly signs that big creatures have been here before. Large tree that's kind of been upturned and it's clearly been sat on, because you can tell from just how it's broken and splintered in certain ways, and things like that. It's very clear that this has been a meeting place. And you actually see a single ogre sitting there. Can you give me perception checks? Hey, apparently it's 15 today.
Eleanor,
Not
about
natural,
the
but-
prisoners, Eleanor.
Eleanor, you see an ogre. Looks like an ogre. It's an ogre. You two, you can tell that there's only one ogre here, and this is meant to be a meeting spot, so that's a little bit strange. You can see that there's... It's kind of hard to describe. It kind of looks like maybe signs of a scuffle. And that ogre sitting there is wearing more clothes than your average ogre. They usually wear very simple clothing. This one's wearing a little bit more than that. Bits of jewelry. It kind of has tattoos that clearly are some kind of ancestral significance. And you kind of see a little bit of magic kind of evaporating off its shoulders.
Okay.
I'm going to approach cautiously. And I'm going to speak in common first, just to determine whether or not the ogre speaks common. And it's just going to be hi, like a greeting.
Its head snaps to the side where you are. Its eyes are kind of glassy. Ogres are always these large, kind of almost pig-like humanoids with very blubbery forms. This one's looks a little starved, actually. And it doesn't exactly look at you. It's like it's looking kind of through you. But it doesn't say anything. Its mouth is just kind of a little slack-jawed.
I'm just gonna elbow Eleanor. Eleanor do the thing with the eyes and there to seeing the undead.
That
Is it
ogre
an
is
undead Feeder Celestial?
that ogre is undead.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a dead ogre.
Oh damn. Oh fuck.
Can I tell that from looking at it?
Not really. It definitely looks strange, but ogres don't take care of themselves. They're dirty creatures that don't bathe or anything like that.
I'm going to speak again in common first and say, are you all right?
No, no, no. It's scary. His voice kind of echoes and booms around this little divot in the ground.
What is scary?
Nothing. Nothing scares us. What are you? Are you a fight?
Multiple personalities, multiple souls in the body,
Multiple spirits.
multiple spirits.
It starts to drag itself up, where it's been sitting
No
there for
fight.
quite a bit of time.
No fight. Curiosity.
It's actually at this point you notice, because you're close to him, bark. Strips of bark with giant writing on it, similar to how the Planavar wrote magical spells. There's been some magic involved with all these giant spell scripts around.
I'm going to speak giant to them and say, are you bound?
It will just start moving towards you and will say, you are not one of us. Kind of cracks its knuckles.
No, I am not one of you, but we have been gifted as part of the community of the Planavar.
It kind of licks its tusks and charges at you.
Okay, I pull my shield out
Yeah,
as
yeah,
quick
yeah,
as I
yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I am. If possible, could I try and dive out of the way?
Maybe on your turn.
Can I roll insight to see if I know about the multiple spirit thing? Cool. Because that'll change what I do. Nope. Is that enough to know? Is it that obvious, or is it not that obvious?
Evidently not.
Okay, so I don't know. Good.
I may tell you on my turn.
On your-
I see how it is. It's fine. I'll wait till my turn to say anything. It's reasonable.
Yes, you will. You'll obey the
It'll be
law.
hilarious if this is one of the few times that I am able to roll initiative well. But alas.
Please do roll your initiatives.
It will
Luckily, this thing moving towards you is slow.
not.
It
Hey,
lumbers, and every footstep it takes in the ground with curled claws on the end of each big mammoth foot. You know, it just sludges slowly towards you.
not that slowly.
It's gained speed.
Apparently.
Virik, you get to the point where you can just tell nothing good is going to come of this. It's
Yep.
lumbering towards him, and you can kind of see a bloodthirstiness in its demeanor as it's kind of cracking all of its muscles to get ready to attack him.
Oh dear. Okay.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
over here then.
Is this is in a forest? Is this dim light, or is it quite well lit?
It's very well lit. It's like 3 p.m.
Oh, okay. Even later. Well, all
Yeah,
right.
you were slow getting here. You didn't have Tobias.
In
Not
that
our usual
case,
travel times.
And they're not, the ogres don't live directly next to the town.
I'm gonna not trying to get its attention, but not really stealthing. I'm gonna just move to about here and start making my way around, ready for.
Not quite equidistant, which is smart. So it doesn't turn and go for you. I'd rather it goes for me than you.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
No, I will throw. No, I won't throw anything yet. I'll wait.
Okay. It, with a bloodthirsty look, will just march, and will attack Mr. Barut. But you do manage to roll out of the way into the mud. His hands just crashing down, throwing up a spray of mud. Eleanor.
You are muted.
I'm not.
Oh,
Oh.
terrifying.
I'm just talking to myself. I'm gonna go here. Throw a javelin.
Oh. Well, okay.
We know what's coming now.
I can't smite on a ranged attack. Yep.
That's right.
That's so sad.
It's not allowed. I
Illegal.
feel like ranged paladins would be very strong if you could.
So,
And then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith.
That'd be a cool idea for a custom archetype.
Hey, Barut, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? Because as this javelin launches and it juts right through the belly of the ogre, like the whole flesh sort of jiggles and vibrates, and this kind of corrosive, slimy ectoplasm just kind of sprays from the inside. Which seems to be damaging its own flesh just as much as Barut's.
Sweet Jesus.
So you're only going to take 3 damage from it, Barut, but it's clearly burning far more than that. Barut.
Man, I really wish I had a 3rd level spell slot. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, why the hell not? Stop.
Wisdom save, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It does. It's like rearing back up to attack at you, kind of on all fours, and it just stops everything it's doing.
Good. And it's free action to speak during my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I don't want to fight you. You're clearly burning very badly from us injuring you. Have you considered stopping? And not continuing to attack people who can clearly harm you very much. For your own survival's sake. All of your survival's sake.
It, kind of looks at you and is like, yeah, we do not mean to attack you. We're the only ones still here. Hey, Varric, it's your turn.
Okay.
Clearly the charm is working, but you know that's only going to work for a little bit.
In that case, I'm not going to do anything that can do damage right now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that on him.
It fails.
Yeah, sweet.
Wait,
Okay.
what's your... Wait. What's your spell save DC? 10?
10. Yeah.
Yeah, see, usually... Because everyone has around the same spell save DC in all these games. It's around 14, 15. No, it got more than that. You miss. Soz.
For a brief moment there was hope. It glimmered. And then it faded very quickly, just like your fairy fire.
You might want to consider asking all of you guys can homebrew a feat for him to take that lets him use his charisma instead of wisdom.
We've talked about it. Just not very long.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
That's my turn.
It's like it seems very taken aback for a moment, but doesn't act. But you see it kind of start to growl again and salivate, kind of the ectoplasm dripping from its maw. Eleanor. It's still currently stopped.
I'm gonna move over here. I would get within flanking distance, but I can't make it with my movement. And then I'm gonna hit this thing and get sprayed with gunk.
Yep.
Gunk! It's a hit.
I get to reroll the one.
Both of you give me a dex save.
I roll another one.
Oh, that hurts.
You get a +2.
Yeah, great. 6. Sorry, 7. My bad. 7.
Eleanor, you take half of this, but Brute, you take the full 9 acid damage as you slash into the thing, and it's just a wave of ectoplasm and kind of a shriek of many voices from inside, and you can kind of see inside the writhing spirits beneath the thinning flesh for a few moments.
That's great. Let me roll my smite damage. Do I get to roll an extra die?
Yes, an undead.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
Also, how much damage was that? I blinked.
You would have taken 4
Okay.
acid.
Alright.
And can both of you give me dex saves again?
That's 13. That is a 13.
That is 13 with the modifier, which is enough. So it takes 6. You two take 3. So yes, damage splashes back at you.
Yeah.
Brute.
This is a meeting stone, which means that these souls are meeting here. A meeting stone doesn't necessarily mean a conglomeration of a culture. It could be a place of rest.
Yeah, well, it's attacking us, so.
Well, then I suppose we're putting it to rest permanently. And I'm coming over here, and I'm going to say to it, first of all, with speaking.
Okay.
With my words, I will say, this is your last chance to stop. Does it react at all to that?
It roars out, and you damage us. You'll all be destroyed, ground to dust.
All right, well, I'm not going to try and inflict wounds on it. Mainly because I don't want to do necrotic damage to something that's undead.
We're not playing Pathfinder.
Still, I don't know. Thematically, Brewitt wouldn't want to. It's just insult to injury. He feels he would feel more like radiant energy is appropriate here to purge, right? So, anyways, that was a normal roll. I need to re-roll that with advantage. I apologize. It's going to be worse now. That's how that works.
That's what happens when you Eric.
Never mind. It's the same.
It's a hit.
I was not punished for my problems. Just nice 6 slashing damage.
Can both of you give me a wee little dax save? Yeah, the slash was small, but then the frothing acidic ectoplasm burns away more at this creature's flesh. Yeah. And you two are going to take 3 damage.
Yeah.
Wyrick.
Wyrick?
Don't you dare! This is not a Wessel situation.
Nuclear vessels.
Okay. Well, seeing the horribleness that is what happens if you're right next to it when it takes attack, I'm gonna throw a few darts.
Good, great. We'll just have to continue to dodge.
Actually,
no, you need to damage it. I'm just saying that's funny.
The issue is my way of damaging is often lots of little attacks, which is real bad in this situation.
Yes. Why, yes.
So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way if I can do this better.
Well, it could be that bludgeoning damage might not make him spray ectoplasm everywhere.
That's true, actually.
We never know.
Fuck it.
Until we try. Worst case scenario, you just have to make dex saves, and you're good at those. So
I'm not so much worried about myself.
We're fine. We've succeeded on 3 out of 4. It's fine.
It's okay. I won't hit anything anyway.
You hit.
Oh, that hit?
Yeah.
It is not trying to defend itself in any way. It's just full out attack. Yeah. Hey, can you all give me dex saves?
Yeah, that's what I figured. But you know what? I wanted to give Vyric hope and also make him make a dex save.
You wanted him to get sprayed with ectoplasm too, so
exactly,
you're alone. It's 7 ectoplasm acid damage. Brute takes all of it.
Yeah.
And then that second attack also hits.
3 for us? Or 4?
3. Round down.
3. In that case, I'm actually going to spend the key point and do stunning strike with that as well.
Okay.
And since I'll
It doesn't
Wait,
seem to react much more than that.
and that's the other one because I assume 16 hit.
Mm-hmm. Can you all give me a Dax save, please? Look at you, quick off the mark.
I had it ready to go.
Oh no!
Welcome to our world, Virik.
It's 7 damage that Virik takes all of. The rest of you save. It does not appear to be stunned.
So for a second there, I accidentally put in, instead of 29 health, I put in 329 health. The UI went crazy.
Don't
the
do
UI
that.
was not happy with that.
Don't do that.
Page 24, apparently.
Page 24.
Oh yeah, drow spells are definitely.
Yeah, drow spells are charisma. You should have told me that they're a drow spell, and you're the one who should know that, Mr. Lad.
It's true.
I didn't know that the drow spells didn't go off my normal spell thing.
No,
So
because
that-
why would they
No.
assume that you're a specific type of spellcaster?
Yeah, you might not be a
Advantages offer
spellcaster. Yeah.
Whatever the
Yeah.
spellcasting ability.
And that's what made me realize is maybe it already is a thing. And yeah, so
Okay.
I'll know that.
Can all of you make me a Constitution save, because it wells up with magic. It's at this point its body is burning apart. Its belly, where all the ancestors seem to be mostly staying, is just acidically burnt. It wells
Oh,
its
dear.
hands up, chanting out magic words in giant, and slams its hands into the ground.
Wait, my turn wasn't over yet though.
You started looking into a book.
But that's because you said look at page 24 while I was in the middle of
Sorry.
doing stuff.
Are you
Finish
running
your
away?
turn.
What I would have done is done flurry of blows and run away. Yes.
Keep
But
going.
if this is dying, then it doesn't really matter, does it? That happens on your turn.
I don't. Is it happening on my turn or is it happening on its turn?
It's not. It's happening on its turn, because I thought you
Oh,
ended
okay.
your turn.
Yeah. No. Then I would have done two more.
Because going
blows.
off context in turn is
These not
big
stunning
bad.
strike.
Yeah, they both hit. Give me
And
two
then two
dex
more dex
saves.
saves.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is just guarantees that I'm going down from whatever this nonsense is.
So it's what I would have done. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
So it's 2 acid damage on the first attack, which Virik you're gonna fail and take the full amount,
Only 2 though. So
and 11 acid damage on the second attack. That everyone saves aside from Virik.
He does have +2 on that right now.
Ah, +2. You would have saved as well, so it would be 5 to both of you.
hey.
The
Thank
ogre
fuck,
raises up
man.
its hands. It does. It slams the ground.
Uh-huh.
And is going to deal 14 thunder damage, and everyone is pushed 10 feet away, aside from Virik, who is outside of the range.
I'm down.
Boop.
And
Your
bleeding.
body tumbles
Yeah.
over the hillside. Eleanor,
hmm
it's your turn.
I'm gonna heal.
That seems responsible, honestly.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can.
gonna heal. I'm gonna heal for all my health. I'm gonna heal for 30. And that's gonna be my action. mm, And I guess I'll move up to it as well.
Hey, Baruch, can you give me a death save, please?
I guess, yeah. Oh, it hurts so badly. It was sitting on a 2 and then an 18 and then a 4. It teased me so badly there.
Okay. Virik,
At least it wasn't a 1.
it slams the ground, you get away just in time, and Baruch goes
I'm
down.
gonna feed him a potion.
Nom, 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 nom.
He has showed me where he keeps his potions before.
I have.
just
They're
gonna
on my
shove one
belt.
of those in his
It's
mouth.
not even subtle. It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That's why I always draw adventurers with like potions on their belt, because why would you keep them anywhere else?
It is
Yeah, that
like,
needs to be quick access.
You need
to
like
be
a
fair-
quick grab potion.
to be fair, Brew, it does have them in like little pouches so that it conceals what type of potion it is, but it's just a drawstring. You pull it out really quick.
Yep.
Fine.
Regular potion of healing. Why don't you do the roll?
Tesh, because you're administering, do you want to? 2d4 plus
Okay.
2. I think. It's been a while since we've used a regular one.
Oh, I've used them all the time. Don't worry. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, good news. I'll take it.
2, and 2.
I take it did not explode with that. That was just him smashing the ground like an angry person.
And then I'm actually going to move straight back up. I can only get to here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go here.
Olger is going to attack Aelinor. What's your AC? Like 18?
19.
Whoa! It hits.
Oh, that's not, that sound is never a good sound.
And is going to deal 7 bludgeoning damage. It just slams its hands down at you, yelling just hatred over and over in Giant. And it's your turn. After taking a battering from the beast, you hit.
I hit?
Yeah. Varric hit it earlier with an 8.
I never pay attention to like what hits in combat. I will never do it.
It's more fun doing that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
With that, the smite, how do you want to banish this creature? Slay the spirits. Yeah, just, a casual 34 damage. Casual.
Yeah.
Mine.
I am going to cleave off its head, of course, naturally.
Yeah.
Letting the spirit just like fly along with the rupturing of goo.
Yeah, goo rupture. The body lumbers down, and at that point it's very clear that it is dead and was dead. It's just animated. Some degree of flies and animal life kind of splurts out of it as well. It lumbers down to the ground and is silent.
Burrow's gonna sit up. Looking real dazed at the moment.
Well, that was gross.
He's gonna stand up slowly and walk over to the ogre's body and cast lore keeping on the runes, the giant runes that were around.
I'm gonna clean the goo off myself.
Yeah, that too.
All the runes are magic gibberish. None of them mean anything. They're
fully
all
expected.
Magic. It seems that he's tattooed some magic onto himself.
Right. All right. Well, that was magical. That was fun. Glad we did that. Oh. Ugh. Who's up for a good nap? Nap? Yes. Lovely. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Probably in a little bit of goop. Burwitt just fell
Drag
over.
him away.
Goop.
Drag him out of the goop.
Yeah, there's been a goop explosion in the area.
Just set up camp on the other side.
Yeah,
Hopefully other ogres will come to this meeting spot and see that we killed the undead one, and maybe they'll be friendlier.
Burwitt's unconscious right now. He doesn't.
Yep.
Eric's just like,
It's like, oh, it's kind of nice.
hopefully. Yeah.
It's a little quiet.
peaceful, almost.
Okay, do you want a long rest or a short rest?
It's up to these guys.
How late in the day is it?
Yeah, probably.
It's around 3 p.m. You could, and it is winter time, so it's gonna get dark it'll get dark before you get back.
We can have an early rest. Long rest.
I think
Camp
probably a
out
good
here.
idea. Just in case some ogres come and knocking.
Mm-hmm.
They might be nice, they might not. Best be prepared.
Yes. Okay. You set up your little camp away from the meeting stone to a degree. Settle Barut down, asleep. Eat some rations. Rest up. And that'll be where we leave it for today. Because I'm very tired. And I
Fair enough.
wanna
I didn't
go
realize what time it was.
Be a bit. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. Just ending a little bit earlier because I'm sleepy. You know when the wave of tiredness hits you and you're like, it's over.
That's fair. The
That's
wave
it.
of hunger has hit me, so it's completely.
I'm also hungry. I got double duty going on right now. So why don't we start our circle of shame with Dungeon Dad? He's not here. He sucks. We can't blame him. All the internet is out everywhere.
Blame Bell internet services in Nova Scotia specifically.
Well, we can't blame Aaron. Aaron, who are you? How are you? What do you do?
I'm good. I'm Aaron. I'm here. I guess I should actually mention that Eric has been streaming on Saturday nights, doing Drunken Bloodborne, and it's a good time to hang out with their friends from Massachusetts. He's been doing it for a few weeks now, and it's a lot of fun. And I never mentioned it because I don't know, just a shitty fiance, I guess.
Yeah. Is that at twitch.tv/Kunsai64?
I don't know what his name is. It's shitty. He's on the Discord.
It's probably Kunsai64.
Yeah, it's a shitty name, but I don't even want to mention it.
It's a weeb name.
It's terrible. So yeah, no, we've been doing that on Saturdays. I fell asleep last time, so apparently I was snoring on stream. And everyone thought that was funny.
Oops.
Oops.
Boops.
But other than that, it's a fun time. And other than that, I'm active on the Discord if you want to chat about D&D and rules. I very much enjoy that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's all.
Someone else is Tesh. Who are
Yes,
you? What
hi.
are you? There's no effort anymore. The effort switch off.
Perfectly fine. So I'm Tesh. I do the streams and the YouTubes and the Twitters all under the Test Tube. Going to be streaming more Warframe, Anthem, Destiny. If you enjoy that sort of stuff, should probably Division 2 soon. If you enjoy that stuff, you should come hang out. Got to finish cleaning the house ready for inspection though. That comes first, then
Fun.
comes streams.
We go from a cleaning boy to a dirty, dirty boy. Will, who are you? How are you?
I'm Will. You can find anything you need for me at twitch.tv/WillAndGraham. All of my links are in that place, so just go and check that out. And writing a book, coming close to being done soon.
I've never heard about that before.
No, I know. I've only been talking about it for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost a year. Almost. Yeah.
Probably would have like become good friends more or less a year ago, and as you've been talking about it, there was
So anyways, that's cool. I have the first chapter in a place where I'm happy enough to share it with friends to give me some feedback on it now. So once I have that feedback and I do a little bit more editing on that chapter and the other chapters, I will be sending them off to publishing agents, and I will also be posting the first chapter on my Patreon, which you can find the link for below my Twitch channel.
It's funny you mentioned Patreon, because this show is supported by a Patreon. This show and the Wednesday show, all of which in Jarviskjir, happening around about the same time. Wednesday show is at 7 p.m. GMT and stars Neil and Doxy and Ian and Dean. And as will agree, is just a dating sim. This is parenting, that's dating. It's different parts of a relationship. And the Monday game that you can get on Patreon for $5 a month is pretty much the kind of like college years. It's all a timeline of life. Also, you can come to this channel where I am doing a bunch of Jarviskjir-based illustrations at the moment, sometimes commissioned, sometimes not. I have a bunch of them that are all like, I want to stream, but also I want to get them done. So I'm doing that and doing other stuff. Check Twitter, check the Discord, if you want to hear about what I'm doing at any given time. That's that. I'm going to go now and eat and sleep. Maybe in that order, I don't know. See you later. Have good ones.
Au revoir.